Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Farscape. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 11 of season 3 of Farscape, and I feel like it's a misdirect. A couple things in the last episode. I very emotional. My God, Claudia Black made me so emotional. But I don't think her mother's dead. I don't think Crais killed her. I think Crais made a deal. And I don't think that her father is dead. I think Talon is probably alive and in hiding. And if he's not, boy, do I really hate her mom. And wished Crais killed her. But I don't think that's what happened. One, because anytime you see a death off screen, they're normally not dead, but then also because it was Crais, I was also like, he had a lot to gain from having a conversation with her and keeping her alive. So there's that. I think, I don't know why she would say that she killed Talon other than to keep holding up the lie that Talon is dead. Because obviously if Aaron was conceived in love, like I said, I couldn't do it. There's no way. There's no way. Me before you. It will always be me. I will never. I could never. Couldn't even imagine it. And John being there for her at the end, like, I'm not surprised because he's amazing, and there's a reason why. Like, I continually say that he reminds me of my husband, and it's because he is not only like very emotionally intelligent, but like when he cares, he openly cares for somebody, and it's a very beautiful thing. Now, because we think that we are away from the retrieval squad, we're going to head back to Moya most likely. And then we have John and then Crichton and Aaron. And I'm not looking forward to that because I don't care how many Johns there are. I want them happy. Unless it's like Cranio John that's like, plotting for, world domination or something. That one could go. But, it's good to know that John evolves into somebody who's incredibly smart in that instance. But, any iteration of John, I want happy. I always want John happy. I don't know if John gets a happily ever after. If we remain with two, one might, at least. The other one might get to go home. I don't know. I'm like, that's the perfect way to end this show. But because this show has a habit of like just going against the grain and fighting every story narrative and every little formula that has been made for a storyboard. They're just like, no, you see all that? We're just going to go and throw that out. And that's what makes it great, is that it's not predictable. It's not something that is in any way, like, if I think I know how something's going to go, I mean, like, I might hit something correct every now and then. It's very easy for me to predict things, and this show definitely is one of those things that keeps me on my toes, and I absolutely love it. So I'm excited to get into this episode because, one, getting back together, Moya and Talon, that's just going to be interesting. I'm not, obviously looking forward to, like, possible pain. But like moving on from it is really what we need to do. Rip off the Band-Aid, get it over with. Kind of have to catch up with Scorpy. Don't know what's happening with him because last time he was really trying to access that memory of John's and John booted him, which I absolutely love because we always see Harvey kind of being a dick to John, but also like, I don't know if it's John's subconscious that is just being Harvey and like anything like how he was thinking about like Crais, and it's like, what do you mean? Like, there's other things that Crais is doing. And I don't know if John is already feeling that. So he is, already like it's his sounding board and it gives him affirmation. So, or validation rather, and is like, yeah, there's something you need to worry about. And typically, Harvey's right. Like, I'd say when you go to him for advice, like, he's right, but I also think that he's John. Unless there's a piece of Scorpy that's actually in there. I hope not. But on that vein, I also hope so, because that means that the John that is in Scorpy's brain can mildly do the same thing, and that doesn't make me upset at all. Actually love that for Scorpy. To be annoyed by somebody who is absolutely amazing would just drive me crazy, I'm sure, if I were that flawed, evil, bad, and very interesting. Somehow I still love Scorpius. It's weird. Anyway, I'm sure you guys understand. You're here with me on this journey. So I'm excited to get into this episode and catch up with everybody. As painful as it's probably going to be. So guys, let's get into it. Wormhole Scorpy! Cheers. Did somebody get through? Will it be drippings with goo?
The pilot still hasn't responded. Another failure.
Phase negative shield deployment will eliminate the tissue liquefaction effect.
Oh.
Tell that to Officer Jen.
Jedman mustn't have followed instructions.
Thank you for your service.
Don't blame the pilot for your mistakes.
I made no mistakes.
Who is this chick? Where did she come from?
Yes, but...
Oh, there he is. That's the guy I was like, where'd that guy go?
The neurochip was designed to locate all the wormhole knowledge in John Crichton's brain.
True. However,
I
had coding section run a cross-analysis on the data from the neurochip. They found a hidden region, strongly encrypted.
Oh, I love that for us.
Why hasn't it been deciphered yet?
It may be meaningless, a mere glitch in the data stream.
It could be the one vital element for wormhole travel.
Yep.
The one element we lacked is the correct phase progression, and I'm convinced we have that now.
Except the person came back liquefied.
Yes. I wish to pilot the next test flight myself.
As your
Oh,
project leader, I cannot allow you to take the risk.
bold.
Permission granted.
Oh, she's so happy. Did she sabotage the guy that just went so she could go and win favor with Scorpy?
Our time grows short. We have to take risks.
Scorpy always be taking risks.
This has to be the key.
It is. And I hope you don't get it.
Bring me the neurochip. Summon Nurse Freud and report to my quarters.
Yes, sir.
Is he going to put the neurochip in his brain?
Socket in place. Ready to install the neurochip.
Yep.
Is this idea wise?
No. But I'm here for it.
But necessary. John.
I love this. Yes, let's have a conversation with John, shall we?
John, are you here?
Well, this is different. Scorpy, I must be in hell.
Tell me, what's the last thing you remember?
Ice Planet, diagnosing. He was digging around in my brain, trying to pull your chip out of my...
Wow.
Oh, no, he screwed up. I kicked it on the table. I am in hell.
No.
love John.
The diagnosis was successful, and the neurochip was removed. And John Crichton is alive and well.
Both of them.
What the hell am I doing here?
You're not John Crichton. But for my purposes, you'll do.
This haze that's on that is like really distracting because I can tell that it's like added in post. I don't like it. But I'd love any time that John is in Scorpy's mind because I think he lives there rent-free anyway.
I'm sick and tired of having people clomping around inside my head.
This time it's different. We're not in your head at all. We're in mine.
Well, do yourself a favor. Kick the habit before it starts. I'm going for some air. Do not wait up.
Kick the habit before it starts. Oh, I hate that.
There's nowhere to go.
Just start singing Henry VIII I Am. Just annoy the hell out of him.
I need your help.
I'm a voice inside your head. What do you plan on using for leverage?
Persuasion.
Of what kind?
You know so little of me. Let's remedy that.
Oh, we're gonna learn about Scorpy. I'm excited.
My earliest memory
Oh, God.
is pain.
Oh, God. You remember being born? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, what is that?
My first 12 cycles of life.
12 cycles?
Don't fight it. You'll only prolong it. Now watch.
I don't wanna. Now I'm sad. Why?
Sit up.
Oh God, this is gonna make me feel so much empathy for Scorpius, and I hate that, but I actually love it too, because I love the character.
Why can't you sit up?
It's hot.
It's at less than optimum temperature.
I will make it warm.
So is he a science experiment? I mean, I can't picture Sebastian and Scarin doing the hibbity-dibbity, but...
Why are you weak?
Father was Sebastian.
And
Was my mother. Divorced me.
Oh, gross. That's awful. It's like quite the separation of Aaron being conceived in love and him being not.
Pilot, the deep space variances are increasing. There is a wormhole around here somewhere. Why don't we double back and triangulate?
again,
Yes, again, unless you and Moya have something you'd rather be doing. You want to park and take a nap?
no.
I mean-
Moya is actually enjoying this opportunity
Aw.
for free flights.
I love that for her.
It's not aimless, doggo. There's a wormhole out there. I can smell it. Besides, it keeps Moya's mind off of Talon and the retrieval squad.
True.
It hasn't stopped me thinking about them.
And you're the one who decided we should stay away and let them deal with it.
Which suits you perfectly so you can indulge yourself.
Fine. I'm indulging myself. Maybe I'm entitled once in a
He's
while.
fine. He's doing something with his time.
You want to push this, Mr. Let's go find my son?
Look, it doesn't
That's
matter.
not fair.
Is that Chiana and Jewel really need to get off this ship. They're driving each other insane. They are driving me insane. So do me a favor. Indulge them.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Shore leave. Let's go.
If this vector comes up empty, we'll bag it and go for some shore leave.
There we go. See? Great minds think alike. Love you, John.
Hey, look. Sorry if I snapped.
You could use some sleep.
Yeah, you're right. Pilot,
Yes, Commander. I'll wake you the microt Moya senses anything.
you're the man.
See, John's such a good man.
Let him sleep for 12 hours. Don't wake him up no matter what.
Oh, Dargo. I mean, he probably needs it. They're just taking care of family.
Are you Scarin or Sebastian?
Scatter.
Then you cannot be weak. You must become strong.
Interesting.
She did teach me strength, and
Is she like his mother?
I was also taught endurance.
Great. You weren't taught endurance, you were tortured.
Your liquid is here, but you must come and get it. There are Sebastian impurities in your physiology. You must overcome them.
I hate this.
Please.
It's torture.
You pathetic infant. Never use that word to me again.
I mean, I know the point is to get sympathy from John, and it's working for me, but damn. I just still want to know why the wormhole? Why is it so important to him? Like it's an obsession to prove himself?
A prowler!
Yes, sending a distress signal.
This is definitely bait for a trap.
Yep.
This is exactly the same way that the retrieval squad ambushed Talon.
The occupant of the prowler is a Relgarian,
Rogarian.
a species Moya and I trust.
What, as opposed
Oh.
to us?
Transmission coming in now.
I want to know. Oh, damn it.
Shochu, Take Del Na. Moya and I greet you in return.
May I come aboard?
Of course.
She's working with Scorpius. I don't know to trust it or if she's trying to warn them. I mean, if Pilot and Moya trust her species, I mean, that's one thing.
I must say again, I truly don't believe this is necessary.
Well, then humorous.
DRDs are in position.
I mean, anybody coming aboard the ship needs to be met at gunpoint. I'm just saying. Aw. I miss my little DRD. I know he's back here somewhere.
I did it.
Did what?
Solved the shielding problem. I knew it'd work.
What?
Where's John Crichton?
Lady, you gotta talk to us first.
True. Yeah.
You have nothing to fear from me, and much to gain.
Like what?
Tell Crichton. I offer him the secret to wormhole trap.
Oh, that'll wake him up. He'll be so delighted. Damn it. I just don't know if it's a trap. I would never double-cross Scorpius. I'd be terrified that he'd kill me, melt me, liquefy me.
Towers' attempts to teach control weren't entirely unproductive.
I mean, she created Scorpius, so something came out of it.
I discovered my hybrid body had a unique talent. The ability to perceive energy signatures in living organisms. Each species is different. I soon discovered another trait of energy signatures. They often changed, and the subject was being less than honest.
Sebaceans are a deficient breed. Doubtless that's why peacekeepers wanted to hybridize them.
Is that a lie?
With Scarens.
Towser lied about the peacekeepers.
Yeah.
Which only made me more determined to discover the truth about my parentage.
Okay. It wasn't Tauza then.
I jumped ship in an evacuation pod.
Jumped ship.
And you lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
Is this fairy tale over with yet? Scorpy, the teenage hero, outwits the Scarens, makes it look easy. You going for pity or applause?
Probably
Neither.
both. Oh. I mean, he's trying to get John to trust him some way to give him the information.
Scorpius is alive, but Grace and Talon destroyed his marauder.
It's another grand Scorpy fake out. I knew the bastard wasn't dead. All right.
He did. He called it.
Why did he send you?
Commander,
I came to you on my own. Scorpius's obsession with wormholes is making him irrational.
Scorpius is not alone in that regard.
How did you find us?
I checked several of the system's exit nodes, hoping that one of them would have attracted you for study.
So you got lucky.
I would have fled regardless. I'm convinced that
Did that just say Tauza?
I would be terminated.
Did the captions just ruin that for me?
How did you survive?
I have developed a unique spectrum of negative phase shielding, which will allow any craft to safely traverse any wormhole. I offer you this knowledge.
Why?
At what price?
Moya.
Nope.
No deal.
Thank you, John.
Linfers is a peaceful race of explorers. They use leviathans to journey into deep space. It's something Moya and I have dreamed of doing.
Oh.
Pilot.
Oof.
You and Moy would really consider this.
Moya and I would never abandon you, Commander.
Yes, but given the choice.
So interesting. I don't know if the captions ruined that or if it was a mistake, but now I'm on high alert.
No! God, please, no! No!
In desperation, I flew into peacekeeper space and surrendered to the first command carrier I encountered.
I'm Captain Mulane, and you're...
I have chosen the name Scorpius.
Interesting choice.
I mean, it's a great name.
I propose an exchange of information. I gave you only a summary of my life aboard the Dreadnought. There is much more I could tell you about Scaran behavior.
Interesting. That's how he climbed the ranks, because they're also terrified of the Scarens.
My price is not high. I remind you, I came to you voluntarily.
All right. What's the price?
I was taught that I'm the product of a forced birthing between a peacekeeper male and a Scaran female. I believe that to be false. I want to know the truth.
Why?
Not Scaren.
We've correlated what you told us so far. The pieces fit. We know what happened.
The good captain told me about a Leviathan full of Sebacean pioneers. It was brutally attacked by a Scaran convoy. One transport pod managed to escape and make a planetary landing.
Gee, wonder who that was. Oh. I did not expect that. Okay. Scaren. Okay. Oh! I hate when they do that!
The pod was found, containing one corpse, a male Sebacean, but no trace of the female.
Relani, that was her name?
Relani G. Modelos.
Oh.
The peacekeepers didn't bother to salvage the transport pod. Captain Mulane told me where to find it.
That's why he has that plant.
Apparently, nobody had touched it in at least 10 cycles, or so I thought.
Oh.
The pod is sealed. Do not attempt escape.
Yeah, Tauza. I am so lost. I'm normally really good at putting things together. I don't know if the captions ruined something for me or not.
What have I done?
We tried to make you one of us. How could you reject that for a lesser species? Give me a full account of your actions since your escape. Begin with all Peacekeeper encounters.
So you're gonna say no?
Tell me.
She built you up for endurance. Don't give anything. Oh my god, I'm on his side. I hate that. I hate that for me.
You're actually considering handing Moya over to a stranger?
A stranger who works with Scorpius.
She ditched Scorpius.
I think she just wants Moya so she can put some starburst in between her and Scorpius.
Even if we were to agree,
Which we don't.
what happens to us?
With
True.
wormhole tech,
Yeah, that's the
we
question.
can drop you anywhere you want to go. Home, if you want.
That's if you can get it to work.
We're
True,
going to test it
yeah.
first, and until it works, all Lynn forgets is a guest room.
Just what we need. Another guest.
Didn't you come on board as a guest?
Oh.
You stop pretending this is anything other than your idea. This is exactly the attitude that got Zan killed.
Oh, come on now.
That's low.
Yeah. Wow.
Terrific. This is what we're arguing about, the chance to stay cooped up together?
Yeah, I can feel the love. Linfer is
I brought you some food.
interesting. Is she the woman that was in the pod?
No longer matters. I was wrong.
What? It didn't work. She's liquefying.
Apparently, my spectrum of phase shielding was only sufficient to delay its onset. I request a favor.
Huh? I mean, like, we gotta, like, tell.
How the hell did she get loose? Pilot, get that prowler
Jewel,
back
what'd
here.
you do?
Thank you, pilot, for granting my request. Sorry we won't travel together.
Pilot, you let her go?
This episode has me just...
She said the cellular breakdown was irreversible.
So you just let her fly away and blow herself to bits?
What were they gonna do? Keep her?
That's a beautiful decision, man.
Come
Funny
on,
how you support
John.
Pilot only when you both want the same thing.
Yep.
That's crap, Joel.
Truth is never crap.
Thank you for saying it, though, Jewel. I love John. I love John so much, but he's so blinded by that wormhole.
Preaching to the choir, Scorpio. I got no love of Scarron.
Then help us. Scarrons far outnumber peacekeepers. Without superior weaponry, we will be crushed.
Maybe
You
you
want to
should
kill
be.
them, they want to kill you.
Yeah.
I do not see a hell of a lot of difference.
You let me finish. I'll show you the difference.
I'm here for it. Show me.
Behold, your parents.
Yo, oh my god.
You are the product of a Scarron male and a Sebacean female. She pleaded for death.
You killed her!
Your birth was difficult. You killed her.
That's not fair!
In 90 other such matings, the Sebacean female and her offspring perished.
He's the only one that survived.
But we now realize that Sebaceans have no value, even as breeding stock.
That's awful.
Instead, the Sebacean race will be eradicated.
Okay, Team Sebacean.
Can't speak. Thirsty.
Good. Good. I don't know if she's dead, but she's blind.
First Command have responded to my request. You are hereby exempted from all purity regulations.
Interesting.
Through faithful service, I quickly advanced in rank.
Yeah.
And created a special task force to develop wormhole technology.
Sweet move. Join the army, get them to pay for your pet project.
Eh, smart.
You think I want wormholes to betray peacekeepers and to conquer the universe myself? I don't want power. I want revenge.
Oh.
I want to wipe out the Scarrons before they wipe us out.
Yeah. I thought it was just to scare him to keep him in line. Never mind. He wants to kill them. Yeah.
As you and I have a common enemy, Scarans, plan to exterminate the Sebastians, but they won't stop there.
They won't. They will go to Earth.
They'll stop when they are the only sentient species left. And if they discover wormhole technology before we do,
they're going to Earth.
The galaxy is theirs.
Yeah.
And eventually, they will find Earth. Your race is defenseless. They'll be raped and slaughtered unless you help us. These are the wormhole calculations the ancients left in your mind. We can't decode them.
I hate that we don't have a choice.
Give us the weapon we need to defeat the Scarans.
Then you're going to be responsible for a genocide, John.
It's not mine to give away. If you're not smart enough to discover it for yourself, you're not smart enough to use it wisely.
His temperature's climbing. He's in danger.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I mean, I don't want the Scarans to kill anybody, but I don't want John to be responsible for either.
The neural stress is killing him.
Not yet.
I am removing the chip.
I said keep away from him.
My duty is to Scorpius.
Oh.
So is mine.
Yeah, I know. Braca is like a ride or die.
Do you think that neural clones go to heaven? Well, wherever I wind up, when I see your mama, I'll be sure to give her your regards.
Whoa. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. Braca, my God, man. Come on, dude. Your poor hands. He took out the chip. He's not gonna see John.
John?
What a emotional pull this episode is.
If you are going to be as sour as an unmated flibisk, I will go away.
The hell's a flibisk?
What is a
A
flibisk?
flibisk. A flugus is a 10-legged creature about this big, very tasty if prepared right.
10 legs?
But if you prevent it from mating, it gets very disagreeable.
Yes, one
Hell, who
does.
doesn't?
Yeah. I love John. We the same.
You know, Scorpy's still out there. He's working on the wormhole tech, and he's a lot further along than I am.
He hasn't found it yet. And Linfer was wrong.
But Linfer found us.
Yeah.
And if she can, Scorpy can.
Mm-hmm. Especially now that that memory is dead for Scorpy, he'll probably try to find John again.
Cybernetic section verifies the neurochip circuits were destroyed by the heat.
It doesn't matter. We may now have the data we need.
Will that be all, sir?
For the moment.
You're not gonna say thank you?
Lieutenant, your recent performance
Uh-huh.
has been exemplary.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, he seems very happy with that. Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, so I think the captions screwed up, and it said like a name while it never gives a cast list at the end of the episode, but the woman that wanted to like leave with Moya, it gave her name as the one that was torturing Scorpius. So that's why I was like, oh my God, is it the same person? Like, did they like switch faces? I think it was just an accident with the captions, but that's very unfortunate because when that stuff happens, I'm like, did it just tell me something before it's supposed to happen? Because that happens with captions all the time. So no, that wasn't the case. But seeing Scorpius's backstory with his mother and the wasn't a father, his mother's rapist. For as much as I like don't want to like Scorpius, like first of all, he's a great character because he is somebody who is to be feared and is intelligent and charismatic, and he's got a lot to offer as characters go. Like he's not one-dimensional whatsoever. He's very multifaceted. And giving him like Harvey and then Crackers Don't Matter like really changed how I saw Scorpius, period. But like this one really changed how I see him. Now, you can have a sad story and I can find empathy for you and the life that you've been leading. And that doesn't mean that I'm like, yes, your revenge and your subsequent genocide that you want to perform, it doesn't, one, I don't want John part of it. Like, I know John, he's a lot like me. There's no way he could live with that. And the ancients gave him the technology for a reason, and it was because like he wouldn't use it to destroy another race. Like he would use it to go home. I don't know what he would do after that, but he certainly after the whole like seeing what humans would do to an alien species, I don't think he would use it to help, I almost said earthlings, that to help humans travel through wormholes. I don't think he would. I do hate how he is blinded by wormholes. That like, even Jewel was like, it was the right thing to do. It's like, it's her choice if she wants to leave and she wants to die, like regardless of whether or not John was okay with it. At that point, it doesn't matter. John needs to let go. And, he's more frustrated because he knows Scorpius is closer to the technology than he is. And like, it is definitely a race to see who gets there first. But knowing what Scorpius wants to do with it, like I understand his motivations. I totally know why. Revenge is never really a good reason for really anything. I don't think the answer is killing the Scarens. It's somewhere in between. You can't just leave them alone and let them fuck about the universe, but at the same time, like, you can't kill them all either. I haven't met one Scaran that I've liked, so, I mean, would I miss them? No. Is it really something that, if Scorpius figures out wormhole tech on his own, and it happens, that's on Scorpius, but, like, having John, figure out the formula for him and give him the key and the answer, like that's an absolute no, and I'm very happy. But I like, it's funny because I was like, I liked John being in his head, and then in this one, John also being in his head, like it obviously wasn't John, it was a separate part of John, it wasn't John at all, but it was behaving exactly like John would. And now like he'll never know, like the Johns that we know that we have don't know Scorpius the way that we do. And I hate that because I have the empathy for Scorpius and I understand the motivations, and like I'm here for him, like I'm like, dude, like I get it, I understand, but like you can't go around just killing an entire race of people. I was like so confused about like the Sebaceans in the pod and like who they were, and like I was like, that's the chick that's with Scorpius, like she's transformed, but like it was also, what was her name? God. They can't just have Cindy or Sue or Angela. It's got to be Trazaris or whatever her damn name was. But, like I was very confused as to what was happening, and, the Scaran taking her, and then the fact that happened, what'd she say, like 90 sometimes? Was it 90 or 900? But like for him to have any memory whatsoever of his parents or a parent, because obviously somebody who assaults a woman is not a parent, they're a rapist. But the fact that he has any memory of her and the flower, like that's very touching. But like that he remembers being born and how painful that was, being born and like being saved in the worst Scaran way possible. Like he's known nothing but pain and torture. Like, again, I understand his motivation. And again, if he comes up with the wormhole technology and is able to kill Scarans, then that's on him. He's got to live with that or die with that, whatever happens. Can't imagine that. He's had just an absolute life of pain. It's just been pain the entire time. And John, like, I get him. Like, I don't know what else they're doing in space, but, like, if he's trying to get, like, wormhole technology, it's a great way to take everybody home. They should really be rallying behind it, but, at the same time, like, they're young. Jewel and Chiana are very young. Dargo, I guess, is young, but like not as young. But like they're young. Like they need to get off that ship. They're getting cabin fever. They're getting like all cooped up and they're beginning to hate each other, which, you know, you can't live with people that you hate. So like I understand. And then like Moya is like just like loving traveling through space, and they had this opportunity that like, you know, they could take them into the far reaches of space, which is something that like Moya and Pilot want desperately. I want that for them. I just want everybody to get home first. And if that's the case, then that's probably where the show ends. So, you know, we've got, you know, another season and a half for that. So I would love that for them. I don't know if that's what happens, but that would be beautiful. That'd be wonderful. And I'd be very happy for them. No Talon, no retrieval squad, obviously. But now we know Scorpius is alive, and John knows that. So, like, you know, that's what he thought. And they do have to run, because if that chick could find them, Scorpius can find them. And especially with that neurotransmitter being ruined and overheated and destroyed, and that memory of John being lost, thank God. Braca is very much up Scorpius's ass. Like, he, like, loves that guy. I don't know if it's like he's trying to like climb the ranks of like peacekeepers, or if he's just like, I desperately love you. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know if like they be boys. Like, I don't know. But like he like seemed like so appreciative to get a compliment out of Scorpius. Like, he's just like, like that is. I'm sure it's a dopamine hit if Scorpius says something nice to you, but I would also be a little worried that like if he starts having those expectations and is complimenting you, that like at some point it could turn and it would be kind of ugly. So watch yourself, Braca. Watch yourself. Goodness, I don't know what to think about this episode. Like, I was like, yeah, I love it. I love the fact that we got the background on Scorpius. I'll say that right out the gate. But like, it was very confusing for me, and I don't know if the captions, if that hadn't happened, if I wouldn't have been as confused. But like, I think it was like making me expect that like the people that were around were not the ones that they say they were or that we thought they were. So. But overall, like, I'm happy that we got some background on Scorpius, because one, I've been missing a lot of Scorpius, because I was like, I know he's out there. I know he's important. Can we like see what's up? We saw what was up, and it was definitely a learning experience. A lot of emotion. I can't believe they've made me feel this way about Scorpius. But at the same time, like I said, he's an amazing character. I really like him. Somebody compared Scorpius to the Daleks in Doctor Who, and it's just kind of like it's just the big bad that never seems to go away. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm always like, of course it's the Daleks. Of course it's Scorpius. Why wouldn't it be? But the thing is that they always do a really good job of making him dynamic and important. Like, he's not just, like I said, like how I really didn't like Crace, because it just seemed like he was just like, you know, a mustache grooming, like, you know, angry person that was just like, haha, revenge. And then like they've even made Crace dynamic, which is like 100% fantastic writing, great storytelling. This show is amazing. It's not even that I was like, oh, they're not going to give that to us for Scorpius. I 100% thought they would. Like, I was never in doubt that like we were going to learn more about Scorpius. I just didn't know when. But like, they have a really good job of rounding out their characters. I'm really waiting for, like, I think this is actually a really great Jewel episode, and her just like kind of standing up to Crichton and kind of doing the right thing. And like, you know, I really like the heart on her for sure. But you know, I need more character building episodes for Dargo and Chiana. I think I also kind of want to get away from the idea of the two Crichtons, because I don't know how that's going to happen when they clash together. I don't know when that happens. They might not ever. I don't know. We might not ever see them again together, which is heartbreaking. Well, I just made myself sad. Guys, if you want to watch Falling's reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to one episode early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Before I say anything, Casual Nerd Reactions just started watching Farscape as well. I know it's on his Patreon, and if you have a membership through YouTube, you can get them early. They won't be on regular YouTube until like I almost said October. Jesus, bad info. In August. So I'm happy somebody else is watching it, because it's such a great show. We got to get a bigger channel to like really start watching. Blind Wave would be prime. I think Eric and Aaron would love this. And I think Kelvin would be on board. So, like, I'm not saying that we harass them, but, like, if we could put some good juju out into the world that, like, Blind Wave catches wind of Farscape. It also helps, push my stuff, but that's not the point. I just want more people to watch it. Like, I don't have anyone to talk to about this besides Nathanael, and he can only talk to me about things up until this point. Although there is also a Farscape Discord that I am part of, but I can only hang out in the spoiler section. But I can't wait to get to the rest. But anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode? And what did you think about Scorpy's background story? Because I'm glad we got it. It's incredibly heartbreaking, and it makes my little sympathetic heart just like really like cry for him. And the fact that he has a memory of his mother being assaulted is just... Poor guy. I hate that he's driven by revenge, but I also am like, if he gets it, he gets it. Like, I don't know. I haven't met, a Scarin that I'm going to go like, no, not them. As far as I'm concerned. But again, John being part of that, no bueno. So I'm good. But guys, I'm interested really in the back half of this season because everyone's always like, it takes off in season 3. After this episode, it takes off. After this episode, it takes off. And I feel like we've been in a holding pattern with the two Johns that like I'm ready for it to really take off. And I think that that's coming soon. And but like I'm enjoying the ride. Don't get me wrong. I think I'm just like really preparing for like chaos is really what it is. It's always chaos. And you know what? I was just going to say, like, I missed Rigel in this episode. Come on now. Who am I? I think having empathy for Scorpius is making me also kind of go like, oh, I'm really mean to Rigel sometimes. Sometimes he deserves it. I just like see like little like, this little, whatever is, you guys know what I'm talking about. You get it. All right, guys. I'm going to finish my wine. This is probably the first time I've never finished a glass of wine in a reaction. I was captivated, very confused, but very captivated by the episode. So it wasn't flowing the way that I was hoping that it would, and it's fine. I had a good time anyway. So guys, come back here for the next episode. And in the meantime, I'll see ya.